done a few writing camps now. I'll be honest with you, like, and I'm not saying this for the sake of the interview, it's been really, really enjoyable and probably the most efficient that I've been to. Obviously the settings, where we are, where we're doing it is special.
Yeah.
This is a very magical place. Like, to be in a room with other creative people, a lot more magic happens.
Yeah.
So much more when you're bouncing ideas off each other. Like, so it's fantastic, and the results are always better. No matter what, like the two heads that are in that room will come up with something different.
You do see it. I've seen it over the last few days where like you get writers come in very nervous on day one and stuff like that, and I've seen a few people transform actually over the course of.
There's I suppose there's a thing that we call the kumbaya.
The kumbaya.
The kumbaya way that develops within a writing camp. Like when you first go to a writing camp, there's that tension. Everybody's maybe meeting for the first time. You're standing in a room together and everybody's very prim and proper and doesn't want to give too much away. Yeah. By the end of that week, it's big hugs, and it's actually quite emotional. Writing songs is an emotional process.
It is.
So you do spill your guts, and well, if you're doing it right, I feel you'll spill your guts like. So at the end of the week, you have definitely a special bond with these people. Like, you've made something quite special with them, and you've maybe opened up and explained a few things and maybe you haven't spoken about before too, like, so there is a bond and there's a definite connection.
I think we gotta figure out a way to swing it a little more. You know what I mean? Because his lyrics are
Is there a song that was the pivotal moment of like, I want to be a songwriter?
I'll be really honest, the first song I ever wrote, I attended it was like a wee music program. When I was quite young, I had addiction problems and alcohol problems throughout my life, 15 years of it. And the first time that I came off drugs and I'd done rehab and all the rest of it, I tried to find something that maybe I was interested in. I love music, so I went to a music program. And on this music program, basically we were tasked with writing a song. It was quite a surprise to me. It was just like, right, okay, you're going to be going to Canada. You're going to be working with Tracy Chapman's producer. I need you to write a song for the record there. So, write a song. How do you do that?
Yeah.
So I went home that evening, lifted my guitar, and literally within 15-20 minutes, I had wrote what I still, to this day, think is a great song.
And do you think it was just, I know for just personally speaking that like some of the best ideas happen when you're on the bus or the train, or you're running between two places. Do you have those kind of moments?
I'm a nighttime person.
Are you? It's more
sleeping is problematic with ideas. Like, I dare to go near my computer at night time. Like, even after 10 o'clock. Like, if I touch something to start working on something, like, this is going to be going in my head till 3 o'clock. I think creative people are probably like that. They have active minds.
Yeah.
Their minds tend to race quite a lot, with ideas. So, like, nighttime, I really come alive, and then that's when I have most of my ideas.
Yeah.
Sounds like something.
Was there a song that made you fall in love with songs? Is there a song from kind of your youth that you go, that you can really identify this, or an album that you can really identify?
I'm really a massive soul fan. Soul music. My father imported records when he was young from America, a lot of Motown stuff and things like. So I was very, very lucky. Like, and I had two older brothers, so I was being spoon fed Otis Redding and Aretha Franklin, Al Green, and from I was no age, like, I was getting this stuff shoved down my throat. And then my brothers and Woodstock era, moving into Zeppelin and everything. Like, so I got fed great music all in my youth. So I'm a huge Otis Redding fan.
Yeah.
Otis touched me massively, like, and he definitely has a huge influence on how I write.
Yeah.
And what I actually convey when I'm singing or performing.
You don't need gold, it's where you forget the fucking lyrics.
I had stopped writing music for 6 years during my recovery period when I was coming off alcohol and drugs. So getting sober, I found, I'll give you a nice story if you want it. My wife had taken my guitar off me at the time when I was bad with my drinking and that, because she felt I wasn't responsible for it with it. It's beautiful Martin guitar that I wasn't worthy of at the time, to be quite honest with you. So I was looking for something in an attic in her mother's house, and I seen this guitar case at the back. Now she told me she'd sold it,
Mm.
so she had. So I'd seen it at the back of the attic, plowed my way through everything. Basically pulled that guitar out, seen that it was mine, had it out within 15 minutes. I had wrote a lovely song.
Yeah.
And it was a defining moment for me. It's when
Yeah.
I realised, right, okay, no, this is what you're supposed to be doing.
Songs from the attic.
Songs from the attic. So
Yeah.
from that, I made a pledge to myself, and I made a promise to myself. You know, I've been sober a long time now. I had my stuff, you know, I had my head together. I was good again. I knew then that I had to do something with music, like, so I made a pledge to myself that I was going to write a song every day
Mm.
for 6 months to a year,
Mm.
and then I was going to produce some work to somebody of influence and do something with it. So the year passed, and I had a lot of quality work. I'd done a bit of work with a crowd called the Dublin Studio Hub.
Yes.
You might have heard of them.
I have heard of them. Stunning organisation.
Absolutely fabulous. So I knew I needed to get something to a standard where, you know, it would get somebody's attention.
Yeah.
And I knew I had good songs and maybe needed to develop a wee bit, so obviously called the Hub. I got myself a couple of really good demos done. Submitted it literally within 15 minutes of them hearing the songs. They were on the phone to me. They were trying to organise meetings with me in Belfast. I always knew that the songs were good enough, so I did, but I didn't quite expect the same response.
Yeah.
From that, Notting Hill, John Saunderson's took quite a shine to me, as far as I can tell. I've been in Nashville. I was over writing with Universal in Warsaw. I've subsequently got a couple of cuts with them as well too, with Universal. So huge record labels, and you know, I've been in the rooms. I've sort of crossed the dance era.
Yeah.
You know, I've done all the major labels in the dance world, like, you know, for vocals. Like, it's not exactly where I want to go. It's guitar music and stuff that I'm really passionate about. But you know, if I'm going to be a
So
songwriter, I need to do it.
Yeah.